Hello, Priya, are you there?
Yes, Aditya.
Hello.
Yeah, I think we should start the session.
Yes. The world is full of diamonds and gems, and we are having some of them here in this Learn English panel. So, a warm good evening to all of you present here. I am Priya, and I will be your host till the end of the session. I welcome my co-host Aditya and all treasure invitees and sterling participants present in this panel. We all are accumulated here for having a debate session between two groups, English learner and learn English. So the topic for today's debate is, should teacher be replaced by computer technology or not? Team A will be in favor of technology and team B will be in favor of teachers. So without any further delay, the stage is all yours, Aditya.
Okay, thank you so much. So, hi there, very good evening to all of you. Hope you all are enjoying and you are here with full tilt and enthusiasm. So, I am Aditya. Right now, I am hosting here in the behalf of English learners community. Okay, with my co-host that is Priya. So, guys, on the auspicious day of Clash of Brains, we have organized a debate. You know very well all the topic and what is the way of doing this debate. First of all, I would like to say about the rules. What is the rules of this debate? Guys, there will be two rounds. Okay, and we have two teams, the team A and team B. So in first round, team A will get 3 minutes. Any participants from team A will get 3 minutes for speaking. After that, team B will get 1 minute to counter that person. Again, team A will get 1 minute to answer that counter question. In the same way, team B will get 3 minutes, and team A will get 1 minute to counter that person, and team B will get 1 minute to answer that counter question. In the second round, there will be overall 10 minutes, four participants, two participants from team A and two participants from team B. Team B. Both will get all team will get 10 minutes, and they have to counter each other, and they can ask any question under this time. In the third round, there will be like conclusion session, conclusion part. Okay, one participants from each team, they will conclude their team. Okay, thank you so much. Now I think we should start the debate. So now, Priya, over to you.
Yes. So, dear learner, although technology is helping a lot in the learning environment, it has not completely taken over the role of teacher. Technology is merely an augmentation to a teacher. It can help the process of learning, but it certainly cannot replace the role of teacher. Before hand over microphone to my co-host, I would like to quote a line. I don't pretend to know everything. I just only speak the matter I know. Back to you, Mr. Aditya.
Okay, so guys, I would like to invite from my team, and her name is Gitanjali. Are you there? Miss Gitanjali, are you there? Yeah, please. You have 3 minutes for speaking, and your time start now.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, dear host, for giving me such a beautiful opportunity to express my view about this topic, which is teachers should be replaced by technology or computer. So, definitely, I am in the favor of this topic because it is a much known fact that in this modern age, technology is replacing almost everything. We do not need papers and pens as software can be used to write. And we do not need physical books because of the advantage of ebooks and PDFs. So if we are replacing teachers by technology, so it's not be a big deal because nowadays technology is became itself a teacher one for everyone. And with just a click we can simplify our learning, and we don't need to doubt on it because computers are very correct or accurate. And on the other hand, if we are talking about teachers, so what our teacher teaches us, even we don't know they are correct or incorrect, because in physical class, if we ask any question to our teachers, they says like, I will give you answer to tomorrow. But if we are using computers, we can get any kind of information without the help of anyone in just a second. I can give example of myself also. I am also a student, but I don't want to go to college because the way of teachers teaching, what they do is like they just complete one paragraph in the time period of 50 minutes, which is a very much wastage of time. If we are learning the uh, same thing with the help of computers or technology, we can complete the whole topic or the chapter. And even whenever we are in physical classroom, we feel fearful, like the scolding. If we ask any type of question to our teachers, they will scold us. But computers are emotionless, so there is no any judgment. We can ask any question, and within a time we can get answer of the things also. So uh, this is the best place like technology, and there we can learn, and this is the best environment. With the help with the fun we can learn many things, and with learning with the technology it creates so many opportunities, like we can learn so many things at a time. But if we go to schools, our teacher teaches us only a one thing, which is a not best thing. And technology is making our mindset very strong. We are becoming mentally strong because we are understanding whole things by ourselves.
Okay,
And
Gitanjali,
during the
thank you so much. Yeah, your
okay,
time's up.
thank you so much.
Thanks for speaking. Yeah, that was really adorable. And you started with a warm energy. Really, the way you're expressing that was adorable. So, Priya, who is going to counter from your
Yes.
team? Yeah,
So I would like to invite Lucifer to counter the Gitanjali points.
okay, let's see.
Okay, so I just want to say one thing. Like Gitanjali says, teacher is not good, and the teacher can't fix because problems. But I want to say that teacher have done masters and PhD in particular subject. We all know about that. How can we say that teacher wrong? What is the reliability of technology mode of the learning? So how?
Yeah, I got your question. Even though teachers are completed their masters, but technology is the thing. There we have the solution of each and every question, and that is the exactly correct. We can't doubt it. But teachers are the human beings. They all human beings are made to do the mistakes, and teachers are do the mistakes because. Anyone is not perfect, but technology is a machine, and it is a correct what we got the answer from it. That is exactly correct, and we can't doubt it. Hope you got the answer.
Wow, that was really adorable again. So, Priya, what do you
Thank you
think?
so
Like, thank you so much, Gitanjali, for a wonderful speech. Yeah,
Yes, very adorable. Yes. So now let me invite my first speaker who is going to break our ice. Bittu,
guys, let's
are you
see.
there?
Yes, thanks,
Okay,
Priya.
Bittu. So
Okay,
give rise
yeah,
to the ongoing
okay,
debate. You have 3 minutes.
okay. So, good evening, everyone. First of all, thanks for the opportunity for giving me the opportunity to participate. I am Bittu Jain speaking on behalf of Learn English Group, and I am against the motion that teachers can't be replaced by technology. Okay, so starting with teachers, like even as when I am starting to speak, I could sense that my heart is already filled with the love and respect we have for our teachers. And I could remember the warmth that we used to feel when the teacher would come to class and say good morning class, and the unity with which we used to reply good morning teacher. So, like, even if you all would try to remember the teacher which has an impact in your life, you would able to sense the same feeling. Would you would agree? Would this have been possible if you would have get knowledge from a robot named Alpha, Nora, or anything XYZ? Not at all, right? So this is the emotional connect and bond that we share with our teachers. They are the second best teachers and who have taught after our parents. So that they can't be replaced at all. And now, like, let's compare what are the things that our teachers can do and what technology can't. So, starting with the first, let's go into the basic purpose of education itself. It is not about passing on the bookish knowledge only. We have to learn other emotional connects also, like sympathy, empathy, etc. While you are a student, and you have to be you will be practically molded so that you can live your future life in a better way. While if you were taught by a robot, it would only be bookish knowledge. So how can you proceed in your life once you have completed your education phase with only bookish knowledge? That's why the teachers are so important. Also, we can say that the students itself, they are so diversified in terms of the culture from we come, races, gender, etc., even our mental capacity. Then how can we expect a standardized robot to teach all of them? We all need personal attention that only a teacher can give. So, and so that's why I'm strongly opine that the teachers can't be replaced. Technology is just a tool which will help teachers in enhancing the learning experience, but they can't be at all replaced by this technology.
Yes,
For
time.
example, if we also
Yes, time up with two.
okay, thanks.
Yes, this was top notch for them. Yes, Adit, whom you like to invite for the counter.
Sure, one of the participants from my team named Kavish Kanak really is very curious to counter him. Kavish Kanak, are you there?
Exactly, brother.
Yeah,
So,
please, you
as
have
we
1 minute.
spoke about the nature of teacher, that you get warmth in the classroom. What about the robot is doing same for you? If robot is there, he will also wish you good morning in the morning and good night in the evening. And what about the emotional connection? Nowadays, you may be heard, like you may have heard about this thing. Robot are learning emotions of person. So according to that, they could also create an attachment similar to a teacher. And about learning and errors, we are humans and teachers are also humans. So they will not teach you ever, like every time with 100% accuracy. And this is a stigma of our country that, as the point you have escalated, that teachers will not teach you the bookish language. They will try to explain you. But just try to find it out in your own country. What percentage of teacher has simplified your doubts in the country? Just try to think it. But if there is a robot, it will clear
Okay,
your all
your
doubts.
one
So
minute,
I want
your
to
one
ask
minute
you,
has over. Kavish Kanak, make pause. Yeah, your 1 minute has over.
Okay, thanks, Kavis, for the nice question. So, starting with your first question, emotional connect. Do you think if I'm feeling down or there is like any fight between two children, would you go to a robot and say, "Please help us in sorting out this"? Not at all, right? And if so, like even if you are ill, etc., that robot has nothing to do it. That will say, "I am not programmed. I can't help you," and that's it. Okay, and your second question, can you repeat, please? You asked so many questions at a time.
it
Repeat, please.
was about the technology errors, like human errors. How, like,
Okay,
computer doesn't
okay.
have a
So,
error.
yeah,
So how?
that regarding that error, since teachers are already specialized and with the help of technology, they are constantly adapting themselves. There are very less error nowadays, and So that's why, and also the other point. Okay, third question.
Whether
Yes.
you utilize technology over here, teacher are also
Okay.
utilizing it. So you are
Time up for counter.
against your permission.
Yes. Adit.
Yeah, I wanted
Yes.
to say something at that time when both were speaking, like the way he was like asking the question and the way the other person was like answering the question. That was really very, very adorable, marvelous speech from both sides and way of answering question. So um, I would like to call from Priya. Would like to say something regarding their speech,
Yes.
please.
It was a good and stimulating speech. Both are countering very well. Let's see your next participant.
So I would like to invite Mr. Kavish Kanak, same person from my team, for 3 minutes speaking. Okay, for 3 minutes speech. Kavish Kanak, are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, please.
So
You have.
can I start?
Yeah,
Am I audible, guys?
yeah. You are perfectly audible, and your time start now.
Okay. So today we are here like to talk about the technology, how it can replace the teachers in the world and the whole country. So basically what we have heard about technology is that it is very fearful and it will like destroy the whole communication and the teaching method of the schooling of all the schools and the society. But nowadays, you may be heard about the future is of technology, the future is of AI and machine learning. So why we are building this technology? We are building this technology to decrease the human errors as much as we can. We are living on Earth, and Earth is not just confined. If you try to check out the whole universe, it is like very big and no one can guess about what is inside it and what is outside it. So right now if we will be using human to explore all the things on the world, it is not possible the human can ever reach that level. So for solving those issues we need high minds, we need an encyclopedia. So encyclopedia of every field. Like if a person wants to learn science, he have to reach a teacher who is specialized in science. If he wants to learn maths and English, he have to fetch teacher who is from that field. But if we will take a teacher who is a robot, that that is a real encyclopedia available in the whole world. So whatever doubt is in the mind of a person or a student, it could be 100% cleared by the robots or the AI or computers. So this is why we are building up the technology, and it is definitely going to replace the teachers in upcoming time. Teachers are people who are emotionally bonded. So we have often seen this thing, like if there is a smart guy or who is an intelligent guy, the teacher will try to ask more question from that guy rather than focusing on the other students who are mentally weak in comparison to others. So distribution of the equal health, like equal education, is not possible in the case of humans. But if we take robots and technology in this field, what they will do, they will try to analyze the mindset of every single student in the classroom, and according to their mindset and IQ, they can represent the syllabus and they will try to teach that student in that focused way. So the required knowledge will be given to that student and he will fulfill his all needs according to that. So in that manner, why will a person will choose to learn or to gain knowledge from a teacher, while robot is sufficient to give you all information which is vital for your future? Second thing is that we know that the mindset of teacher is very limited. They can only read about 10 to 20 books or maximum 100 books and grab knowledge according to that and try to deliver it to the students. But as I told you, a robot, as we can increase its memory, and according to that memory it can utilize the whole knowledge available in the world, every single knowledge, and that knowledge can be fixated by every language. They can teach by interconnecting every single language, either it is science or mathematics. The mathematics will be related to science and that robot will teach that student in a decent manner. So now what happens in the world, about 50% of the students in the classroom are unable to get the education in a good manner. So just check out your own classroom. What happens? Only 50% student answer the question, rest of the 50% are idle. So if there is a robot, he will teach that student in such a manner that 100% of the students are going to answer that question. And that is my point, why the technology is going to replace teacher in upcoming future. Thank you.
Okay, time's up. Time's up. Wow, you covered almost under your time. That was really very, very amazing and wonderful performance from your side. So, Priya, who is going to
Yes,
counter from your side? Yeah, to whom you are
yes.
inviting?
I would like to invite Bittu for counter Kavish Kanak.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So Kavish, my first question is: if we are replacing humans with robots, who will be teaching the ethical values and morality to students? Because other than parents, we also need other people who can teach this, right? And also the children want to be able to get socialized with people of different classes if they start going to schools and just spend time on screens. Another issue is since while after completing studies we will be moving on to corporate or business, we have to face different kind of people. If we just have studies through skills, how would you able to counter those people when you actually move out of your education phase?
Okay, I would like to answer your first question. Moral and ethics. That thing can be taught you in the family where you are living by your parents. Just put your hand on your heart. There was a moral science book in your school. So, did you follow that moral science book in your school? Was teacher able to deliver all the knowledge inside your brain? No, it didn't happen. I am the real person who have faced that thing. The books were similar to read. They were just only presented to read, and no moral value was absorbed from that book. So just teacher can't bring moral value to you. It's the family who is the pillar of the whole moral situation. And talking about second question, uh, it was about like when you reach the like when you are getting into job section and when you are getting into commercial life. So what happens? I had just replaced teacher with the robot. So the number of students are already in the class. So you can socialize with your friend who is near you. So there is no socialization gap. Even a robot can help you to communicate in a better manner. Just check out how many schools are taking daily viva of a student. No, it is not
Okay,
possible to take
uh,
it daily, but robot
Mr.
can do it.
Kavi is Mr. Kavi's time's up. Thanks for asking this respective question. Okay, Priya, are you there? What do you think?
Yes, Aditya.
Yeah,
Yes, it was
like
really nice. But one question is stuck on my mind. Can I ask you, Aditya?
yeah, sure, sure. You have always like many questions. You can ask.
Yeah. Can robot classes teach a student how to obey parents, how to respect parents? Is it?
Oh my God, it seems like you are thinking Aditya will struck on this question. What do you think? Actually,
I have
robots
question for
cannot.
you. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I'm getting it. Actually, robots cannot give respect and all the other things, but for giving respect and for teaching all those things, our parents is sufficient. But robots can teach well. Okay, maybe you got your answer. So let's start the session, continue the session.
Yeah, yeah. So from my side, the second speaker, I would like to invite Veer. Hello,
Yes,
Veer, are you
good
there?
evening. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Veer. You have 3 minutes. Go and nailed it.
Yeah, thank you. So, actually, teaching is considered as a novel profession, and it has been respecting since a long time because teachers have been playing an important role in the shaping of student personality. They are not just providing education; they also support emotionally also. So, if we shift on technology, or to be precise, that if we depend on the robot, so how a student will feel isolation, and it can also raise psychological problem. The second point is related to information. People say that with the help of technology, robot will teach. Robot will teach. So why it is required? Because if you want information, then information is available everywhere. And what is the role of teacher? Teacher generally simplify the thing which is written on the books, and they just simplify the thing with respect to a student. And it is not just about that. They are, and it for learning from the robots, it's also robot cannot bound you. So for learning, self motivation is also required. Time management skill required if we learn from the robot. But if we teach, if we learn from the teacher, so teachers can teacher we have fear of teacher, so because of that fear, we work, we do homework and all the things. And learning depends on student also. It is not just about that if robot is going to teach, then a student will become superman or super student. No, it will not like that. It depends on the personal capacity also. So it depends on the student. And as much as I know that about the AI, so uh, people generally say that teachers do discrimination. No, I do not believe in it. And apart from that, I have read one article in which the author was saying that AI has bias. Because if we talk about gender bias, because AI do not have much data with respect to female, they have data with respect to male more. So they have tilted towards male. So it would be really a dangerous thing. And can I speak one more line?
Yes, yes,
Just
you
one.
can.
Okay, so we have keen desire to explore more universe, but we are destroying environment also when we say we are going to we want more AI and machine
Okay,
learning.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, this was the enlightening speech I have ever seen. Yes, Adit, whom you like to invite for counter?
Sure. From my team, like Hiren Tamang is really very curious to counter him. Hiren Tamang, are you there?
Okay, yeah, I'm there. Okay,
Yeah,
where you're
please. You
talking
have one
about,
minute.
okay, where you are talking about emotions and all. Okay, okay, as you said that the teachers have emotions. So, okay, teachers have emotions. Okay, and sometimes, being an emotions, teachers are partials about it. Okay, partials about the students. Sometimes teachers do the partiality to the students. Okay, what do you about these things? What do you say about these things?
In my speech, I already mentioned about the discrimination. I believe that teachers do not discriminate. It depends on the person abilities, what they learn from the teachers. Because, in my opinion, teacher teaches to all students in the same way. And I mentioned that what is actually AI is bias. So that was my point. I do not have data to prove, but yes, it happens.
No, you are talking about in general cases, like you're talking about some particular cases only. But we have seen that everyone have faced that teachers have do the some biased things like partial things and all, which might hurt the sentiments of the students, or because of that students or children gets negative knowledge, or students have some negative impact on it also. So well, if we grab the knowledge from the robots or technology and all, so we cannot have this kind of things. So student has the mentality of that kind of
Think that
emotion.
with the help of AI and machine learning,
Time's
we
up.
can
Time's
just
up.
Okay,
one
okay,
line.
We
time's up.
time's up. Time's
Mute
up.
yourself.
Oh, yeah, both did well. Okay. Thanks for speaking. Yeah, Priya, what do you think?
Yes, it was good, but it's your chance to invite next participant.
Yeah, I know it. Okay.
Yeah,
Actually, I have one question to you. Okay. Like,
yeah.
as all people, we all know very well, like, we created computers, we developed. Okay. But we can't calculate much faster any data as compared to computer or any like technological device. What do you think? So,
Yes, but it cannot improve our mind, mental health. So if we want to improve ourselves, our studies, our knowledge, so it is important so that we have to calculate everything, you know.
Okay, perfectly. Let's continue the session. Okay. So from
Yeah.
my team, I would like to invite Mr. HR Del Aziz. Are you there? Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, you have 3 minutes for speaking. Yeah, please.
Mhm. Okay. Good evening to every single person. Good evening to the opponents also. I am belonging from the group named as Learn English Together, and I am going to talk about how I am or how we are in the field of robots or artificial intelligence when we talk about education. So, my dear friends, whenever we talk about education, we shouldn't forget the newborns who are going to study in the school, as well as the young adults and who are even crossing their adult age. Everybody is going to learn there. And when we are talking about modern technology, I would love to let you know that technology is becoming the part and parcel of our life. And when it's becoming the part and parcel of our life, we know that people are going to register about it because people have a tendency to stay against the knowledge. So I agree when people talk about that. No, teachers are going to be the best medium of study. But let me tell you one thing: the way artificial intelligence is helping us, that is mind blowing. I would like to give you some kind of reasons for my point of view. First of all, when you talk about emotions, when you are talking about emotions, teacher, I can tell you one thing, when there are emotions, there gonna be discrimination. And when I'm talking about discrimination, I am talking about the kind of variation teacher gonna make in a classroom in the group of students, which is going to give them a very bad feeling of competition, feeling of being against to each other, a touch which is not a good touch. Teacher can be dominated by his teacher, which can affect a kids or a teenager's mentality. The kid is going to be in trauma or in depression or not even able to speak properly in front of the students also. Uh, uh, am I having network problem? Would you let me know? Sorry.
Yeah, all
Am I
okay.
having
Little
network
bit.
problem?
Yeah, right now fine. Okay, you can continue.
Am I,
Still, you have. Yeah.
can you give me only 10 to 15 seconds? I will go outside for speaking. I don't want to ruin anything.
Okay, you can
Can you
take
give me
time.
10 seconds
Please.
if I go outside?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Too fast.
Thank you. Very quickly, I will go outside. Don't worry. Okay, I apologize for this. I was just inside and having network problem. So I was talking about the touch we are going to have in the classroom, and we are pretty much secure about our family and our loved ones. We don't want them to be in the touch of any person who is going to affect them in their childhood, because that is going to be the biggest trauma in their life, and they're gonna have the have the fear of being in front of other person. On the same side, I would let you know one thing: when we used to be a kid, we used to be scared to ask a teacher about the same topic again and again. I am sporting emotional intelligence because if you are going to ask them, if you are giving a command that I want to study this particular chapter again according to the level of my mindset, that is not going to deny.
Okay,
Okay, that
HR,
will.
time's up. Yeah, time's up. Thanks
Okay,
for speaking.
okay.
Yeah,
Three
HR,
minutes
just it
up.
was. Yeah, yeah, 3 minutes over.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, it was really adorable, marvelous speech from your side. So, Priya, who is going to counter you? I don't think like people can
Okay.
counter him. Yeah, sure.
Okay. One participant is very curious to counter Hardi Aziz from my side. He is Veer. Veer, are you there?
Okay, let's see how much energy he or she have.
I think Veer is facing some network issue. Let me invite another one. Silent boy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. So the brother was asking about all about emotions. I think something, emotional intelligence. The simple question is that what is the platform? What's the mode of learning? I think there can be no one, I think, except the teacher. Even teacher can play an enabling role. Okay. This is all I can say. The effort laid by the teacher in our schooling Only that way we can learn emotional intelligence. Robotism cannot help you. It's as clear, because robotism is lacking the programming which you call about. It can create emotions, but it's not so much advanced. It cannot do, because we are living in the human world, and let's be human. Yeah, can you answer this? What's the way of learning this emotional intelligence as you were talking about?
Okay, I would love to let you know about my point, what I was saying. When I was talking about the emotion, I was just talking about how teacher discriminate other students and how they try to behave in front of them. That is the main thing. We are talking about the good touch and bad touch, and you are going to under influence of a teacher when you are in a classroom. So that's what I am trying to say. Giving the knowledge of book and giving the practical knowledge of stuff, that is different, but how you are going to treat a kid, a girl, according their religion, according their region, according their caste, according their name, according their looks, that is the main thing which is connected to the emotions and feelings that affect a kid. And when you are talking about how artificial intelligence gonna help, let me tell you one thing, buddy. We are in the modern age, and technology is getting new features every single day. They're gonna enhance themselves. And when you talk about how they're gonna teach you, let me tell you one clear example very quickly. Technology is having user interface which is going to be user friendly. A kid, a learner, a student can change the user interface according his own comfort, according his own level of understanding, and that will be the best part of it,
Okay,
because
time's up.
they can't change their teacher.
HR,
Okay, good,
time's
good.
up. Time. Yeah. Wow. Really, brother. Like you did well. Both did well. Like the way
Yeah,
you counter
both
question
are being
and
a
answer
fire.
question. Exactly.
Mm.
So,
Okay, so
Priya,
from my side, I am too excited for inviting next member from my side. Uh, that is Bihari Lalla. Yes, Bihari Lalla. Go ahead. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you so much for giving the opportunity to speak on these topics. Well, as I am listening to all of good speaker here, they are talking about the technology and the teacher. Well, my friends, at the initial stage, I would like to tell you that I do belong to the computer fields, technology. I do know about Web 3.30, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and all those things. Those are the things that is designed by object-oriented programming language. And if we go in the deep, if anyone is having knowledge, they're gonna understand me. We use if else and switch variable to answer. That is the designing of the programming, and all those things is designed and controlled by the humans. And we all know that we human is not perfect. So whenever we are designing anything, that is not going to be perfect ever, that is coming from the human side. We need to update all the time, and that we are doing. Even we are making artificial intelligence, we are making robot, we are updating all the time. That is not perfect. The same thing is going to the teacher. I don't know you guys have did a study or not, how many schools have applied, uh, they have replaced the teacher with the humans. They have replaced a teacher to the artificial intelligence in India and in the foreigner. But I would like to tell you that there is a numerous number of schools that have replaced, and there is none of the schools that is totally depend on the artificial intelligence. They need a teacher to explain those things, and they are using artificial intelligence as a help. You can say as a assistant, because all those things is based on the teacher minds and school uh, courses index. We can use artificial intelligence as a documentation, because we have given them some commands, and we can use as a test. We can ask them, we can give them command to ask the question and again. But when we talk about the human mind interactions, when we communicate with the human mindset, that times we need teacher to get inspire them, to understand their feelings. Are they lacking of the confidence? Are they nervous? Are they running out of the information? Where they are lagging? Those things artificial intelligence can't figure it out, because there is no any algorithm to design those things that can understand human mindset. And that's how we see there is a robot from the Elon Musk, there is a AI from the Google, and all of those have same reply that we can't understand human emotions. There is a IBM, there is a huge amount of research from the IBM. They also said that human mindset and emotion is out of the control of algorithm. There is no any formula to write the human emotions, and that is not available. If you guys have anything, I will love to listen the example as well, as when you're going to counter me with questions. That is all from my side. Thank you for listening.
Yes, Bihari Lalla, thanks for stimulating the speech. That was nice. Yes, Aditya, go ahead.
Yeah, perfectly. Okay, all right. So from my team, yeah, Bharti Aman, are you there?
Yes. Uh,
Yeah. So like he want to counter. Please, Bharti, you have
Uh,
1 minute.
okay. I partially agree with your point that Bihari Lala say that the human being made mistake about the computer that computers are also show the bug, but I repair the bugs and I solve the bugs, and then the computer show our exact result about the mistake and about your problems. But if we take the teachers, that teachers do not show their uh, problems, and uh, they didn't talk about their mistakes. They only teach your things um, they know about, but the teachers are also made mistake about their knowledge and about their things. What did they teach about the topic? And that's why I thought that computer is always show you exact result and is always boost your knowledge about the anything. And yeah, it's
Time's
my
up. Yeah.
point.
Can I respond, dear host?
Yes, Bihari Lalla, you want to answer that question?
Exactly. He asked me a lovely question. Listen, my friend, that question you have asked. Let me tell you now. When I said that human have do mistake, it reminds that when Isaac Newton have write any equations, when we have any mathematician and scientist that is writing the equation, they are learning from the nature, and nature is perfect. So now we are human. We are making the law and regulation for the, like we are making all those rules and regulation for the bot, and that is our mistake. So we need to update all the time. We have to upgrade it. That's why we are having all the time updated version of Telegram and all those applications. They are updating because we are doing a mistake there. And if you talk about another part of those things, like we can't compare, like artificial intelligence is not a natural thing. We are making it, and that's where we are doing mistake. Another thing that we talk about, teacher mistake. Teacher is our inspirations. We they are our motivator. Just example of physics wala, when he do mistake,
Time,
there is a interview.
time's up. Time's up. Bihari
Okay.
Lalla, time's up. Yeah, thanks for speaking. Okay, again, both did well. So, Priya, what do you think about their way of talking?
Yes, both are, equally for each other. Yes, you can invite other one.
Yeah, sure. So, from my team, I would like to invite Mr. Thiren. Are you there? Kindly unmute yourself. Yeah, you have
Okay,
3 minutes to give a speech. Yeah, please. Your time
okay,
start now.
first of all, thank you so much, host, and very good evening to the host and opinions and my friends. So I'll start with my questions. Like, if we replace the teachers by computers, technology, robots, and all, so technology. So how the perfect would the education be? So did you imagine it? So teachers can make mistakes that we have seen. Your teachers make mistakes. Teachers are the human beings, and human beings have a nature to make a mistake. So, but if we replace the teachers by technologies and all, so like robots, computers, and all, so how the education would be the perfect? So, like and while replacing it, teachers can say, oh, sorry, student can save their times also while using the digital classes and using the computers. So student can save their time also, and as we all know that time is precious and everyone know about it. And uh, I would like to say these things also, like as I already showed you, teachers is a human being. So we all know that human beings have some kind of personal problems, like health problems. Uh, every family matters problems are there. Okay, on that situations, like it's the basic things I'm telling. Teachers are unable to go to the school and unable to take the classes. Okay, so at the time, students have faced so many problems because of inability of teachers in the school. So at that time, if we replace the teacher by robot, so robot don't have such kind of problems and all. So robot can take classes punctually, and student can grab the knowledge in particular time. So I think this would be the great benefit of uh, robot, which will replace by the teachers. So, and also I would like to say that if the students are unable to attend some classes because of because of some mental health or health issues and all, so uh, student can watch it later and grab the knowledge it later also, if we use the technologies and all. So with the technologies, student and also with the technology, student can also uh, easily understood the things, like using the 3D animation technology. So it's really very easy for a student to understand while using the 3D technologies and all. So everyone have and one point I would like to say that if we use technology instead of teachers, I think there will not be any discontinuations of educations in any situations, like we have faced lots of problems while in the journey of educations, like COVID situation and all. So like these times, because of that circumstances, students are not able to get the knowledge at that particular time. So if you replace it as in the technology, so there would not be any
Okay,
discontinuations in the
Mr.
educations.
Dhiren,
Okay, thank you.
time's up. Time's up. Thanks for speaking. The way you are explaining all those things, that was really very, very marvelous. So, Priya, who is going to counter from your side?
Yes, Dhiren is giving very, very counterpoints to us. But I would like to invite Sir Pire for counter Dhiren.
Yeah, yeah, Priya, Priya. Thanks for. So, Dhiren, you people are continuously talking about teacher makes mistake, right? Continuously you're talking about what about students, man? Means, are you giving me guarantee that after taking education from those artificial intelligence, students will not do any kind of mistake in future? And second question is that you are talking about we if you are getting education from AI, so we can get that education, we can get that stuff now and later. Means, don't you think this kind of stuffs make them to rely on procrastination kind of stuffs? Thanks.
Okay, your first question's answer is like okay, it's in human nature, as I already told you, that everyone makes a mistake, but technology can't make some mistakes. I think that should be, I think you have clear about it. And you talked about the procrastination and all, and it's it's in habit. What do you think? Like procrastination is only in habit, okay? So student grab the knowledge. It it doesn't include with procrastinations and all. We cannot compare the knowledge to the procrastinations and all. I think you said that okay. It's very clear that I'm agree with that your things that because of technology or that people do the procrastinations, but we cannot compare the knowledge with the procrastinations here. We're talking about the students and all. So I think you got it, my point.
Okay,
I'm
time's
not
up.
completely satisfied.
Time's up, Sir
Time's up
Pire,
for
time's
me.
up. Yeah, time's up.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you so much
Yes,
for,
so
yeah.
Dhiren is also, supporting that we are going to procrastinate if we are using technology and computers. Okay, let's see. I would like to invite next Vishal. Yes,
Thank you,
Vishal,
Priya.
give them now sense on the topic and change
Okay,
it.
okay. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Good morning, sorry, good afternoon and good night to all my friends. First of all, we just talk about technology and teacher, especially in our times. I'm just talk about COVID-19. You are also think about this because COVID-19 we are using lot of technology and we are also suffering lot of technological issues, especially on our children, especially those children they are under like school age. They are using too much classes in Zoom meeting and all kind of things. But especially now their behavior is totally changed. Like their habit, their characteristics are very changed. Like they will be sorry they will be like essential like very important to their calm, but their rudeness, their angerness is also very increased day by day. That's why children's daily to daily, like they are dumbed and also dull on their study. This is one fact. And I'm just talk about the psychologist. First of all, I'm just talk about the four way of psychologist four way of development in our internal and also external, like a cognitive development, emotional development, physical development, and moral development. This is all kind of development is very necessary to all children's. Those are in schools, especially on now times, because one of the best scientists, psychologists is said like Piaget. They give the fourth stage of our childhood, but especially sensory and pre-operational concrete stages. They are very essential to children to get great grab a development. This is very important, and this is how will be possible because teacher is always present there. This is a this is main thing. And I'm just talk about like why the technology is not included in government and private school. Yeah, we are using technology, but is not enough way. But especially now at time, we are stuff in teachers because of we have a commission like a national education policy. First of all, I'm just talking about Radhakrishnan commission, and also second one Kothari commission and Mudaliar commission. They are always tell us teacher is a centric, and what I'm saying, teacher is a centric, and they give the two centric education system in India. But now we are changing to 1984 in Kothari commission. They changed the tricentric education six sector education commission. Why we are just think to tricentric education sector? Because of we are shift to children. That's why we are think to children, not any teachers or any technology. That's why teacher is a very essential as a part of school life. And why we I'm called teacher centric, because teacher, student, and third one is curriculum is a very important, and technology is a part of curriculum, not as a teacher. Yeah, this is my point.
Yes,
And I'm
your time is up. Yes,
oh,
Vishal.
thank you.
It was remarkable speech. Aditya, whom you like to invite for counter Vishal?
Yeah, sure. From my team, one participant is very curious with full of spirit. Okay, the name of that participant is Leo Patrick. Mr. Leo, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Yeah, please counter him, beat him. Yeah.
Okay. So the topic for today, so it's computer replace teacher. Okay. So my question for counter, of course, like a student will not have to wait for their inquiry from the teacher. When teacher says, I will answer you tomorrow. When teacher will be absent. When a school will be uh, closed, which teacher will give the answer? Only technology and only computers can give the answer in that moments. And it's in anyway, no any students have too much time for wait. So who will that time teacher will give the answer if they don't know the answer, and if he and she will say to teacher, I will give you answer tomorrow. And another question is, if teacher biased from any religions, any students for the as a soft corner, so what will happen in classmates between the
Okay,
friends? What will happen?
time's up, Leo. Thank you so much for asking question.
Okay, so Lee
Yeah.
Patrick, I really your question is very good, and I have one thing for you, especially on UN report. Now at times, UN said that like 93 countries have a acute shortage of teacher, and any kind of project like 28 to 30%, they this country there will be still no has enough teacher in a classroom by two and more than. Why you are not thinking about this condition very worst for those countries? They have not good teacher, especially you are just said like a bit of problem of some student comes to and sorry, said that teacher, this is my problem, and teacher said I'm come tomorrow, then I will explain all of this. But I'm just tell you because teacher is also a human beings, and human have
Time's up,
also get
Vishal. Vishal, time's up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for asking question and for answering the question. So yeah, what do you think? I would like to say something like Vishal. First of all, you came with a very full spirit in first time. It seems like you will beat all the participants from my team. But the way you're expressing, you're just explaining all those things, that was really adorable. And my participants also counter well. Priya, what do you think like this?
Yes, I'll appreciate for your points. Vishal, Vlog, and Cleopatra question was also good. Hmm.
Exactly. So from my team, I would like to invite Mr. Aman. Are you there? I think he's not here. Mr. Aman, are you there? Okay. Yeah. Next. Okay. Bharti Aman, are you there?
Uh, Hello.
Yeah. Mr. Are you there? You have 3 minutes. Okay. Conclude your point. Mr. Bharti Aman, are you there?
Idea that conclude the
Yeah. Please
point.
not conclude the points. You have 3 minutes. Okay. For 3 minutes speaking. Yeah. Please
Okay. Okay.
put your ways. Yeah.
Um, let's imagine that teachers have 30 students in their class. Okay, which might find a different bit of the knowledge about their lessons more difficult to the all the students cover the all the students. But if we talk about the mainly computers, then each student on computer can just focus on the their lesson and their topic, and on the bit they find hard rather than having to allow the teachers explaining in their class that the other bit hard already understand. But if we talk about the computers, that computers in the modern generation, that computers are always have the up to date, and the students are also spend their times on the computers. They also like if they have to cover the topic of the anyone that they explain the very well to the students, and they also take the little bit time than the teachers. Yes, it's my point.
Yeah. Still, you have 1 minute 20 seconds. So if you want to exaggerate something, if you want to like extend, you can. Okay, fine, no issue. Okay, so Priya, who is going to counter from your team?
Yes, from my side, I would like to invite Bihari Lalla for
Yeah,
counterparty.
please.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for giving me opportunity. I was listening, and what I understand from my opponent, all of the team members, that they're confused with replacement and taking help of technology. So my question is in the 2 points with Mr. Bhatiaman, that did you try to find out any example that there is any institute or schools or college or university that is based on artificial intelligence without any teacher or professor? Is there any example? And the next point is that, like, are you really clear with that we are talking about the replacement, not about taking help? So we can take help of the technology while we are having a teacher. So teacher and technology both can work to make a better education. It's not about that. Like, we are talking about that technology can't replace teacher. We need teacher at the end. So are you clear? And I need example if you have done really good research.
Okay, I tell you example that in the developed countries that like Japan, China, and the other developed countries, and you know that in the Japan, the all the government schools they allows to AI to explain the topics the very well to the students, and then the computers, but then the teachers. But if you
Okay,
Okay, that was.
Bharti is facing
Mm-hmm.
some network issue. Yeah, we can consider. Okay.
sorry guys,
Yeah, Priya.
I've not heard yet that you explain very well,
Okay,
Aditya.
okay, no problem, Bharti.
Okay,
Yes,
no issue, Bharti. Yeah. So, Priya,
Thank
what
you.
do you think?
yes. I was too. I'm too excited for my next contestant. Can you guess, Adit, who is that contestant?
I think you are the next content.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm the host. Okay, so let me invite my next participant. Mm, Silent Boy. Yes,
Oh, thank
bring
you. Thank
some new insight here, Silent Boy, and rock them. You have 3 minutes. Go
Okay,
ahead.
thank you. Thank you. What was moot point from that side, from the opponent side, was that teacher is making mistakes. I'm saying you there is no perfection, I can say. What actually education means? Education means just, I can say, develop sense of critical thinking among the pupils, you can say, or you can say social responsibility. And the most important thing, what actually is the purpose of education, is that is create to develop the capacity or ability of creativity. What is actually creativity? No, we mostly say that students should be more creative so that they can be the, I can say, the resource, or you can say the assets of your country. That's creativity. What creativity means, that's imagination. Thomas Alva Edison would not have been Thomas Alva Edison if he would not have been making mistakes. Then something, when you make mistakes and you fix it, and then some output comes into fore. That's the power of mistakes. And you're talking about that robotics, it will provide accurate knowledge. What you will do with that knowledge? What is the purpose of actual knowledge? I don't think it will serve any purpose if just we are gonna to build in some factual minds. That's not gonna to help for a society. You are living in a society where you need some people who can build the society itself. I can say that socialization is itself an important thing, because we are the part of society. We are social animals. That is the point. We are socialized animals, and we have to be with the society. And what about, is this the purpose of education, that you want only factual knowledge? No, not at all. It's just holistic learning. Holistic learning means you should be physically fit. Your extracurricular curriculum, that actually boundary, that domain in the educational system, in our current educational system, that is actually what makes a student more brighter, more, I can say, more holistic. So the I can say the opportunity to take part in debates, discussions, and some games, that makes a student more, I can say, holistic, more dynamic, and more diverse. That makes him this asset for the complete society. Okay, so the thing is that you're talking about the teacher is actually making mistakes. I'm saying you teachers are they are the output of learning institutions. They are the people with degree holders, and maybe they want to take time. But where they switch, they will switch again to the book, and the book is more authentic, and that is reviewed several many times. Then he gathers the knowledge. There is no problem in making mistakes, but to provide knowledge and to provide things in a systematic manner, that makes that makes learning actually complete. So maybe you are talking about robotics, that they are actually lacking the emotions. So who will teach the ethics to a student? Are you thinking about a society which are of robotic mechanism? No, not at all. I'm saying you, if your student is becoming more knowledgeable, but he is lacking the social sense, he's lacking the morality, I'm saying he is going to become a stigma for society. More knowledge and with dangerous, which is, I can say, with criminal mentality, he is going to destroy your society. When you come across a criminal who is illiterate, but still he don't know how to perform a crime, but if you are bringing up a more knowledgeable person in a society with having no civic sense, with having no morality, he's going to destroy it. So it is
Yes,
better
time
to
up.
have. Thank you.
Yes. So, Adit, who is curious now to counter the silent
Uh,
boy?
Not curious,
Yeah,
not curious. Very, very curious. And the
yeah.
name of that participant is Mr. Chadil Aziz. Are you there? Just come up with
Yeah,
your points
hey,
and try to counter.
yeah,
And
I'm
we,
here.
yeah, please go
Silent
one
boy,
minute.
I truly appreciate to you whatever you spoke, but buddy, I got billion points to counter to you, but I gonna complete in 1 minute. Okay, just let me know when you are talking about a person is going to be a fighter or criminal. What are you going to talk about? And the other side, you said that a person is not going to learn social values. Let me tell you one thing. We are talking about study. If a person is trying to study on artificial intelligence, it doesn't mean that for the 12 or 13 or 14 years he is going to stay inside a room with an artificial intelligence. He's going to be with family, with friends, with the outside area also. We are social animal. That's why we are above than animal, because we are able to use our brain. So if you are talking about the teacher are making mistake, then let me tell you one thing. One mistake is always forgivable, but when you are making mistake again and again, it means you are going on a wrong track, which will lead you towards failure only, not about success. And when you are talking about a student who is in 12th standard, that student don't need any kind of practical knowledge in that particular way. Obviously bookish knowledge is also important, because you have to crack your
Time's
exams
up.
and you have to get in college. Okay,
HR
thank you.
please.
I
Thanks
don't
for
know
complete.
whether this person was asking question or he was delivering speech. So what he was actually asking is that actually I'll say you how a student will become a criminal if he is not having if robotism will not teach him moral values. Robotism don't have such kind of programming where they can teach you emotions. They can make you emotionally strong. Means I am saying you values deserve first. Even our forefathers like Gandhiji, like all other those forefathers, I can say the chief architects of our nation, they had been imparting values, the value system in the education. If you know about sociology and social science, they teach actually values, but robotism will not teach you values. If you are having more knowledge, if you do have more techniques, but morality is lacking, definitely you will misuse your knowledge. It's as common sense. That's why we even find in the current times that people are lacking morality, because more people are tending towards medical sciences, technology
Time's up.
sciences, but social science is
Silent
lacking.
boy.
So thank you.
Time's up, silent boy. Well said. Okay, both did well. Yeah, Priya, over
Yes,
to you.
it was, heat up. Hmm. You should invite other members for speech. Yeah.
Would you like to say something?
Yes, it was good, and Silent Boy will rock as always. So he rock it right now.
Okay, let's see. So, guys,
Hmm.
finally, I would like to invite Mr. Leo Patrick for 3 minute speech. Leo Patrick, are you there? Hello, Leo Patrick, are you there?
Okay. Yeah, I am here.
Yeah,
I was
please.
not
Yeah,
supposed
you have
someone
him.
will ask mine. Okay.
Okay.
So, the questions mention just computer, but I was assuming that it is implicitly includes the internet in this question. And about the answer, that's computer should be replaced by teacher. The answer to this question lies in the understanding what is the role of teachers and what do teachers do and should to do. Like see, in the class and outside the class to fulfill the role. Yeah, of course, if a students went to schools and colleges, then in the classrooms, teacher mm, can be fulfill the roles about the teacher, but not 100%, because there are also some discriminations, some soft corners, but there is a 50-50. But when a students went to school, home and outside, so that moments a students fully dependent on computers. There are no any teachers, and team B like team learning is always mention only one thing, means like the emotions. Computer a robot should be give the emotions. I thought my dear friends, you are not aware about one thing. Recently, Memo from the America, one robots implemented. This robot can be give the feeling like a humans, and that robot have every feelings like humans, and they can feel sorrow, they can feel happiness, they can feel everything. And also I saw one videos like someone says hey, so the robots put the smile on face, and automatically they increase the hand for the handshake. That is the emotions. How we can do for handshake, because of eyes emotions. So that's in that robot already developed the emotions in robots. So that one I wanted to correct you. and other things like about the teacher. Like it's like, see, already I mentioned in my encounter questions, teacher commit mistakes, any mistake, and next day they apologize and correct their mistakes in front of students. But what a student can do, they can laugh, they can make uh, mockery on teachers. It will be happen. And so in that sense, computer can be uh, little bits these kind of things. So because of computer it will not happen. Okay. And another things I would love to mention about like, see, teacher will say, I'm sorry for yesterday. Now I will give you answer because yesterday I was not aware about these questions. So today I am giving you answer. But same time, a student will laugh. They thought like we don't have good teachers. So automatically they can prefer computers, they can prefer technology, they can prefer internet, because if you will write any questions, Google will give you answer in within a seconds. So that is the difference between teacher and computer. And
Okay,
no any students have a lot of
time's up.
time for the any questions. Yeah.
Time's up. Time's up. Wow, Leo Patrick, you really did well. Like you stunned it, man. Priya, are you there? What do
Yes,
you
it
think?
was
Like,
lovely speech,
I don't think
and
so. Like
he
anyone can
counter,
counter.
yeah, he counter all,
Okay.
he,
Yes, yes.
hello, I'm audible.
Yeah, you are perfectly audible.
You are
So who is going to
audible.
Yes,
counter
so
from your team?
Leo, yes, I was telling that Leo's speech was lovely, and he, you know, conclude all counterpoints in his speech. So I would like to invite for counter Leo from my side, Frozen Flame.
Okay.
Hello, Frozen
So
Flame.
yeah, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. Um. So beautiful, said you. Can I ask to you, how can a facial gesture considered as emotion? And how can you replace teachers with the technology? Can technology make the situation or surrounding where we can interrupt with people, or that we can ask a robot that, hey, I have the problems, can you solve it? Can that robot experience any that life experience or what they are with their journey? Can I know what they suffer in their life? Or what you are thinking that they say that, oh yeah, I have suffered from this, I have suffered from that, and that their experience, I have gone their way, and it happened to me. What can you say about this?
Okay. Thank you for this question. So first of all, I would love to mention here, like I join a lot of times, Racy, and Indian people always uh, describe about Indian teachers. They don't have much knowledge the way they want, and about how replace. Like, see, I was in college about lab classes and some practical theory classes. What was happening? Teacher play once. Uh, yeah, teacher open the projector, and after that slides is going ups and down, and our students learning from this. So who is teaching? That slides is teaching, because everything is available on computers, and after that, so teachers try to copy paste on on the slides, and after that they are teaching. So rather than wasting the time going there, we can also get through from the information from Google. And
Time's up.
about the
Time's up.
emotions, about that robot, I already learned a lot of things about AI technology, and also uh, SORTS technology.
Yeah, Leo,
It's
time's
related
up.
about robots, and it's about robot emotions, and it's already developed. You should Google it.
Hello. Yeah,
Name is
time's up.
robot
Time's
name
up.
is Mimo.
Yeah, Leo, time's up. Okay, thank you so much for speaking. Both did well. Okay, and you both have a really such a marvelous speech, and the way you're countering, the way you given speech, it was really very, very admirable. So, Priya, are you there?
Yes, Aditya.
Yeah.
So it was already late. So I would love to invite my next contestant. I would love
Okay.
to listen again. Frozen Flame. Yes, you have 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Hey, viewers, hold it. I think the following is valuable knowledge in the way of learning is on the topic of teacher and technology. I'm thankful for the giving the chance to my lovely owner and host. Now I'm coming to the topic. How many of you met a boy who lived through years, one school, their particular teacher for every subject, and they share their second-gen journey, which experience you are robot there. Oh, what? That the great kings or the great who has already gone far away from their lived knowledge. We learn from the ones in front of us. Just think that which impact life felt. That one where missile or can't what to tell?
Wait, wait,
Well,
wait. She is
Yeah,
clearly
or
Shubham.
audible to you,
learn.
Aditya?
No, 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 no.
Oh no, network issue.
Yes, okay.
Okay,
Frozen, you
let
take
me
your
join
time.
again.
Yeah, let me invite another member
Let,
for next speech. Yes, sir, Fire, go ahead.
Yeah, just a
I think Sir Fire has already spoken. So
No, sir, Fire, I was invite Sir Fire for counterpoint, He did
what
not
count.
deliver his speech till now.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you
Should I
have
start
three
now?
minutes. Go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, good evening to all of you, man. Without wasting my time, I want to start with the paper. So, there is a very famous quote, and it is enough to, tell about the significance of a teacher, and that is Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma. Tasmai Shri Guru Nama. It is enough. But still, I want to clear most of the things. And whom we call teacher, man, first of all, and that is a source of inspiration, information, guidance for the entire nation. That we call teacher. And now move to the next one. Like, teacher. Teacher are that thing which teach us about too many things like patience, education, sacrament, morality, and how to respect others can only be taught by our teachers, because these things are related to emotions, and things which are related to emotions cannot be taught by any machines, because those are emotionless. Okay. And Leo Patrick mentioned a very good point. Like, he mentioned about a robot and about the emotion of that robot. Actually, ma'am, I want to say that there is a very beautiful things which have never provided to us, and it is like subconsciousness which cannot be given to anything. Okay. Now, and I would like to tell you about the extraordinary bonds which a teacher can only create between teachers and students. And we all have heard about Guru and Shishya. Have you ever heard about computer and Shishya? It's quietly funny, right? And a teacher shapes and carves out the students who are the builder of tomorrow and future hope of our nation, man. So these are the things which are just depicting about the teacher. And just think about a very common situations, like a teacher can help us to come out of such problems where we get stuck while doing study, because that person has already faced that situation is in her life, right? So he or she knows very well that where is the probability we can get stuck. And when we do study of a particular topic or paragraph and we read it again and again, and even after don't understand what is the major things behind this and what is the concept behind this, then at that point of time we feel the need of a person and who makes us to understand that valuable stuff. And you know that that person is a teacher. And only teacher can connect all those dots of troubles which face which we face in our life, and by stepping ahead and by connecting those dots, that person give a very beautiful figure to our future. And it is the teacher who can do this, not can be done by only on any non-living physical body. And there is a very famous quote of Bill Gates, and that is, technology is just a tool. I'm repeating it, technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids to work together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. Okay. And
Yes, time up, Sir Fire.
literally,
Yeah.
okay.
So, Adit, whom you like to invite? Who is curious now?
Actually, she is not curious. She is extremely curious to counter him, and her name is
Okay,
Miss Gitanjali. Yeah. So, with a warm
okay.
welcome, I would like to invite her on stage. Miss Gitanjali, are you there?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
please. You have 1 minute. Most welcome.
Yeah.
Your time starts now.
Sarfari, you said that due to teachers we can face any kind of situation. So and problems. So one problem is that means in schooling we all are completed our schooling, and even we are not good in communication, and we are here on Telegram, and this is one gift of the technology. We are here for improving our communication. So don't you think? Due to teacher this situation came because they taught this they somewhere they lacked and they taught something and uh, mm, are you
I got your
getting
question. Yeah,
hmm.
I got it.
So you
So
should
don't
you should accept that we should replace teachers by
listen, listen,
technology. Hmm.
listen. Let me answer. Don't you think it's your
But I
mistake
have a
too?
query
Be serious.
regarding, yeah.
Okay. Gitanjali, don't you think it's your mistake too? Because at that time teacher was teaching you and you were doing fun and you were just passing your time without listening him carefully. Don't you think it's your mistake too in that case? Because you are here, not all students of your class, right? Because the too many students who were in class who were very perfect than you, and they are not here, but you are here. Why? Because it was your mistake, not of your teachers. So don't blame them.
But
Yeah.
it's their responsibility.
Yeah, their
Okay,
response.
only
They were.
one counter.
With
Yeah, one counter. Okay, time's up, guys. Thank you so much. So, Priya, I think we should move towards the second round if I'm not wrong. What do you think?
My some participants are left right now.
But I have no any participants left, so I think we should move towards the next round.
So can I join up?
Okay, I think your side is beating dust, Aditya. Our members coming with fact, and even your member are not ready to face the factual information. But okay,
No,
let me start the
actually,
second round.
the thing is that, listen, the thing is that they don't want to exaggerate the thing. They only speak like a very authentic person, only some valuable points about my participants. Okay,
Yes, so
so
why they left? Okay, okay.
actually,
We'll start a second.
mysterious, we are doing debate here, so please don't disturb. Okay, yeah. Okay, so guys, yeah, Priya, I will speak. Okay, so guys, before starting to the jumping on next round, I would like to say something to all of you. We have also our YouTube channel. Okay, so those who want to listen, where did you make mistake, so you can watch from YouTube. Okay, link is in pin message. Okay, in the Priya's group, like learning list group. So Priya, shall we move to the next round?
Yes, yes, of course. So whom you want to select from your side?
Okay, so from my team, I would like to invite Mr. Kavish Kanak and Mr. HR Dilaziz. Are you there, guys?
I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
So from
guys,
my
first
side,
of all, yeah, Priya,
yes,
wait
yes,
1 minute,
carry on.
please. Yeah, I want to explain the rules, guys, again. You have overall 10 minutes, okay? And under 5 minutes, two participants will counter each other. Okay, one participant from my team and one participant from Priya team. Again, under 5 minutes, one participant from my team, one participant from Priya team. Thank you so much. Yeah, Priya, over to you.
Yes, from my side, I would love to choose Bittu and Silent Boy for the second round. Yeah. So can we start,
Yeah, sure.
Aditya?
So let's
Yeah.
start, guys. Just beat your opponent.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So
sure.
your time started now. Go ahead.
Okay, so my worthy opponent team, my first question is: we have already started working on the computer since 1822. Still, after 2 centuries, your team is still focusing on hypothetical situations that a computer is having emotions, etc. Are we? Do you really have any example of this? Would you like to answer, please?
I think they have no answer, bro. I think they have no answer.
We have answer for that situation. Have you seen the example what happened in Japan? They are utilizing
Yes.
virtual robots to do the concerting, and they are entertaining thousands of people in 1 second,
We are
like
speaking
in a whole
about
hour.
education, please. We are
Yeah, brother,
speaking about education,
I am talking about education. So that was the
not
scenario
for
which
concert.
happened in 2016. Not in right now. The robots are too advanced to teach you every language. Just check it out how the people utilize the technology while there was COVID. So the every single teacher were not emotionally connected with the students, but they were utilizing the technology. Without technology, it was not possible that they could have educated those children. So this is the greatest example how the technology is helping them. While you are talking about robots, in USA, there are some of the schools which are utilizing robots in various fields. For example, there is a robot which is named as Cheetah. So Cheetah has been utilized as a teacher in those schools. What Cheetah is doing, Cheetah is teaching them about sports and activities, how to conduct it in a decent manner. So they are
Wait,
controlling.
Wait,
Yeah, okay,
Kavish.
silent.
The countries you are taking an example of America, and you know the level of depression there. This is because of this technological interference, robotism interference, that the students are actually lacking the spirit of being a student. They're lacking the moral values. They are not able to make a difference between good and bad things. Teaching, studentship doesn't mean only that you do have knowledge. How can knowledge help? How can knowledge help you if you are not I can say a loyal citizen, or if you are not a good person? What is the purpose of education? The main purpose behind education is to make you complete person. I mean to say, in respects of morality, in respects of ethics and aesthetics, you have to be complete. Technology, educate, knowledge is not
Since
only
the
the thing
starting,
you
you
can.
guys are totally inclined towards moral values. Do you think
Yeah, that
moral
is
value is
actually
too
the
important
fact.
for us? You need to
Okay, so
learn about
my
technology,
question
brother.
on
You
my
need to
question
learn
on
about
moral language
education.
is, let's say we have a physical debate and we engage into physical fight. Would your computer be able to stop us from this? Would he having a sense that this is something wrong and he has to stop?
We can stop him. Robot can stop that thing from happening. It is very easy for them.
How
They can
your
analyze, brother. They can know about your
No,
IQ better
no,
than a person can.
even that would beat up us. Your robot is not so smart. They have to be updated daily. And like for India, let's say about India, 70% students are getting education from government schools. Do we really have that government efficient that they will be able to update the course daily? These robots.
Brother, it's not the
What
question
about those
about
70%
it's
people?
not the question about India, and don't focus on that thing only. The topic was about robots and
Why?
teachers. It is a global topic,
Yeah.
right?
So
So we have to check out every aspect of the
So
world,
we
what
are
is
India.
happening.
India
Don't
is
just
one
focus on
seventh of
India.
total. You can't. You have to speak about India. We are into India and
bro,
one
India
seventh
is part
population
of world,
of
bro.
world.
India is playing a game role. Don't ignore. India is
They
part of
they
world.
they
India is.
just want to talk about developed nations. I think.
No, about India also I will tell you the points. Have you heard about Alexa? So Alexa is helping a student to learn everything in a decent manner. Whatever doubts they have, they can ask from the Alexa in a decent manner, and they can reply it like exact answer, not having a single errors. They can entertain the student when they are really feeling bored after the education. They can help them. They can solve their every issue. Where is teacher when you find them? Try to find them at that specific
But we
moment
want
when the child
holistic
is alone.
development. Is your Alexa giving us holistic development?
Is
Just give
teacher
an
providing
example
you
how India
holistic
can have
development?
holistic development with these
Is
robots.
teacher is
Yeah,
teacher
correct.
your teacher is
Definitely.
providing you holistic?
Definitely providing. Definitely
Yeah, definitely
providing. Yeah.
providing. What is the percentage of people you are educated and who are really like a decent person in the society? Why those people are
Kavish,
chewing gutka on the roads?
Kavish, the problem is not that maybe we are in the growing zone, but they are responsible. How can you make a robot responsible for something? That's a machine like. It cannot be held responsible. It cannot be
That's
punished.
what
It
that's what
cannot
I am
face
saying,
any.
brother. It's the future
So
technology.
that is going through
It's
a
the future
systematic way.
technology, and it's on the
When
experiment
your
phase.
future will come, it's already 2 centuries. We can't wait for more 4 to 5 centuries.
Can I just
Just be
answer a simple
into
question?
present.
When you are talking about
You
taking the
can't.
blame, when you are talking about taking the blame, just let me know one thing. Whenever a student is getting a rank in a classroom, teacher gonna appreciate that student. But are they taking the blame of those students who are not able to get a good score? Who is for shouldering the blame that time? If you are talking about taking the blame, then let me know
Yeah.
who is taking the blame of those students who are not able to get success, or when the teacher are discriminating, they are focusing on those students who are doing well, because they are going to give them TRP in the market. They are going to attract new students and family to be in the school. What about those who are like me and you, who are not able to open their mouth in front of those teacher because they are ignoring them from the starting, since the starting in the classroom? What about it? Technology
You
is
are
not
you are
going to.
going to get the biggest discrimination in the universe if you just allow
That
robots.
is the topic.
70% of
That is the
Indians won't
topic.
be
That's what we
able
are
to.
talking here. That's what we are talking here. If we are talking
No,
about
Yeah.
developing the social value, moral value, then let me know one thing very clearly. Education is not going to define your whole character. Your character is something which you have to build. For that, you have to learn your cultural value, your
Who
traditional
plays the
value, your
role?
rituals,
Who
and
plays
you
the
have to
role?
apply that. You have to
Who
apply
plays
that
the
in
role?
your
Who
life.
plays the
And
role? You
the
are
other
talking
thing is
about
that
discrimination,
whenever
bro.
you are talking about technology, I just want to let you know one thing very clearly. You are talking to me or others by the using of technology. Now it's up to your mentality how you are going to use that technology. Everything have its good side or bad side. It's up to
Correct,
you.
No,
correct.
we
That's
are
what we
here
are saying.
because of our
Yeah,
teachers.
Technology
and
is
that
only
is
a
that
tool
is your
that is for
mentality.
adding
When
the
when a,
learning
when a, when a
experience.
school
It
student
just
when a
can't
school
replace the
student is
teacher.
using any kind of
No.
artificial intelligence, that school student is not going to know about the dark side of that until unless somebody tell him the stuff. Artificial intelligence is not going to tell you that you should fire, you should look at this kind of content. No, they are not going to tell you. If you are using artificial intelligence just for learning something, you're gonna learn something. And
That's
what
what we
about
are
those
saying.
teachers?
They just
What
can't.
about the
We
Bitu, what
just
about
can't
those
let them
what
alone.
about those
They don't
teachers?
know
What
anything. The
about
artificial
those
intelligence
teachers?
has to be
What
ultimately
about those
controlled by the
teachers
humans
who
itself.
put their
We have
hands
created
on the
them, and we.
backside of girls and
Wow.
boys in the classroom? What about that touch? What about that touch? What will you tell me right now? What about that touch?
Bullseye, bullseye. Reply
Correct,
it, brother.
correct, correct.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay, okay.
Technology
Then let
is
me
never
answer.
going
If
to
it's a
touch your
bullseye,
face.
if it's
Technology
a
is
bullseye,
never
then
going to
why
smirk at
you
you.
are okay?
Technology is not never going to
Your
dominate you
would your
ever.
robot be
Teachers are
your
going to
robot be able to
dominate
sense
you.
that
Technology
there is
will
a
never dominate you.
not a good touch?
Technology will work on the
Not
stuff
at all.
which is the
You are
command you
just
are giving to
talking
them. Yeah.
hypothetically. Not at all
It's
allowed.
not hypothetical. It's the ground level of
Give him
education. You should
Yeah,
understand the value of things.
You're you are
So
saying to me that
let
robots will
others to speak.
understand this great touch. Not at all.
Yeah, I'm not able to understand what kind of ideology he's putting here. He's saying that teachers are doing discrimination, and there is something like in the on the part of
It
teachers.
is
But
very much
that's
simple and very much
what
crystal
was
clear. If you
what
if you if you
let
are going
others
to
speak
if you are
halfway,
going
please
to
let me
listen me,
speak now.
if you
Okay,
Let
are
me
then
going
speak
to
now.
let
Let
listen
me
me,
let
speak now.
with
Let
let
me
me
speak
tell
understanding,
you
now.
if you are going
discrimination.
to
There is
Let
listen
me
me with
speak
discrimination
now.
in
understanding,
family
Let
itself.
then
others
then you
speak.
will
If a
understand me.
parent is
If you are
having a
going to
girl
listen
and
me
boy
before
child,
speaking, then
that
you.
will only
and
allow
as
to
if you're not
progress
letting
that boy
others to
child.
speak,
Yeah.
Wait a
Char,
second.
char,
let
wait.
others to
Yeah, let
speak,
him
yeah,
speak.
and
Okay.
let
Yeah,
others
let
to
others
speak,
speak.
yeah.
I'm
Silence
just
where
giving you the
please.
answer clearly. I'm
Ajib,
just
let
telling you
others
one
to
thing.
speak.
Yeah,
HR,
Char,
I'm
Let
wait a
just
minute.
others
telling
to
you
Char.
one
speak
thing.
also.
Yeah,
I was
silent boy,
just
please.
talking about, yeah, I was talking about even performance appraisals for teachers are there. There is no discrimination. Even if if someone tries to do it because it is a matter of responsibility and law is there, performance appraisals are there. I can say they are held accountable even for the results. So I don't think in any way teachers can do discrimination or what you are talking about. And there is also the matter of, all round development. There is a matter of extra circular activities. I can say there is a matter of participation in debate speeches. So education in a sense means all round development. It's not factual information which can take you to the next level. It is all round development. So try to understand, actually technology is there, it can play an assisting role, enabling role, but it's not whole of education. So that is point of view. Now is it you can counter this and let others to speak.
What is the
I,
percentage of people which ask question from the teacher in the classroom? Do you know that teachers are very, like students are very fearful of asking question from the teacher? Check out your classroom. What is the percentage of students who ask question from the teacher? But if you replace the teacher with a robot, every person can ask question with him because he could be very friendly and he could have every answer for their question. What is
Then
solution
Yeah.
for this problem? Just
okay,
check it
then
out.
there would be not even a classroom. Just take the current situation. If you get a option of studying from a robot or online, are you really going to the coaching classes, etc.? Not no student will be coming to school. That is all hypothetically you are saying.
when the
That's a
pandemic
joke,
was going
brother.
on,
Don't think
when the
about it.
pandemic
when the pandemic was
yeah,
going
if
on
school
and
No,
focuses
people
on
were
that.
let's talk about current situation. You have been talking 4 to 5 centuries
past
ago
is
from
there,
starting.
why you guys are learning history? If you want to talk about the current situation only, I am telling you one thing very clearly. When the pandemic was going on, when
Yeah.
people were not allowed to make a common connection with each other, that time what was
HR
helping
time's
students
up.
to study?
HR time's up. 10 minutes has over. Thank you so much, guys, for taking participate. Really, yeah, Priya. What do you think? Like the first round, it was not looks like debate is going here, but in second round, I think they all were fighting to each other like burn. I want to burn your face like this.
Yeah,
What do you think?
yeah,
Yeah,
it was my
it was
favorite,
really
my
aggressive.
favorite round, second round,
Second round was clearly like appreciable, very appreciable. So
Yeah.
I think it's conclusion part, third round.
Mhm.
So you can tell the rules. Yeah, please, over to you.
Okay. So I would love to invite Vishal for
Hello.
counsel from my side. Yes,
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Vishal.
Hello. Am
Yeah, Priyanka. Yeah, sorry. Okay. This is conclusion. I'm right, Priya?
Yes,
Okay.
Vishal. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I'm just talk about teaching. Teaching is a relation, not any transaction. Okay. And we are believing to empathy and trust. And we are only trust in human beings, not any kind of robot, especially now at times, because someone is telling me artificial intelligence is not a work, because now we are made artificial intelligence. This is also possible to make any kind of error in a daily basis. Okay. Second one, technology day to day, play a vital role in our life, but educational research and also very important to optimistic work uh, for learner, and also a wish of unattainable for own device to be able to educate themselves to extend them they are capable to teacher to help guide and support them. Okay. And why I'm said that is education is very important, a teacher is a very important to education, because in no education system around the world and I worked was introduced as technology like any kind of Alexa and all made of that the teacher as a vital and a central to teach the learning process. This is main point, because the teacher is a center to a main central to the teaching and the learning process. That's why we are said that our teacher is a center process. Okay. Okay. And we are using the new equipment arise on in school. Their initial time, all of these students, they are very potential, they have a main potential to use these things, but especially now at times, and now at times important role of teacher. Important role of teacher is almost always more central and indeed fundamentals than it was before introduction of technology in ancient time. Our India has a biggest and a large civilized civilized society in world, and that time we have a lot of gurukuls and all, and we are also taught in a teacher by Gurudev. Okay. Yeah, so many policy maker and especially on the the national education policy 2020. There is one famous person, his name is Swaminathan. Yeah, I'm right. Sorry, actually I
Yes.
forget the name
Okay,
of.
Vishal. Are you
Yeah.
done?
No. Actually, I have
Okay.
just completed one things. Because the 2020 national education policy, they are gives government approval, because of we are just conduct as a technology as a vocational subject, not as our technology we are using to daily basis, because we have not a good infrastructure, and you just talk about a word, because word has a infrastructure, good infrastructure. That's why they use some AI based, but even only some university, not a whole university. Like I'm just talk about a famous university, not any rural or regional university. Okay, these are main things. And technology is based on human ideology, not as a technology has a own ideology. This is my point, and that's why teacher is a superior than all of these technology. This is my I'm conclude my point.
Okay, nice, Vishal. Yes, Adit, whom you like to invite? It was
Sure,
already late.
Vishal. Thanks
Yeah.
for yeah, thanks for concluding from your team. Okay, from my team, I would like to invite Mr. Leo Patrick for conclusion part. Leo, are you there?
Yes, yes, I am here. So yeah,
Please.
I would love to mention first. Conclusion is the means we should conclude within a minute, say within 30 seconds. Okay, so I would love to conclude about the conclusion parts within 1 minute. So yeah, well, in fact, society is a group of collections of human beings. The individual keep coming and going, keep taking breath and keep dying, but the society keeps moving ahead. In order to survive and in order to survival meaningfully, a society has to keep moving forward and keep changing according to the changing times and changing the values of the informations, changing the values of the technology. It is only under these conditions society remains dynamic and not stagnant. And we should uh, go with the time. We should go with the uh, era. What kind of era is it? And you all know. And somebody mentioned about the always teacher is teacher. But I heard a lot of times tagline Google is teacher from the students also and from the teacher also. Google is a fast teacher and Google can be teach everything, not like a teacher. Teacher can teach only one subject or two subjects, but Google can teach everything, whatever you want. You can search anything about the emotion also. And yeah, and then I would say in this world, everything is subject to change. We can change also if we are doing something wrong. So yeah, we can use everything. If computer can be changed, so we should do with that. We should go with that. Might be we will get different different things better than teacher. And like see, you are driving a car and you being asked to slide directing the car left to right. As a human, I can hit 2% and 5%. But if there is a robot and I give the inputs, you can't hit anyone. You should drive uh, safely. So that robot never change the mind. That robot can't hit anyone. So in same way, if humans, yeah, if I give any inputs, so my robot can be teach every person the way I want. Thank you.
Wow, Mr. Leo, that was really very, very admirable the way you were explaining all those things. So, guys, I think it's time to end the session.
Yes.
Priya, what do you think?
Yes. Before ending the session, I want to make one announcement. If this
Okay.
session was interesting and enjoyable. If anyone missed this session, so we will make that video on a YouTube channel. We will post that video. So try to subscribe our YouTube channel, English Learner. We will pin that video as soon as possible. Thank you.
Finally, I also want to say something. So, guys, thanks for participating this debate. Okay. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for joining the session. Hope you all enjoyed much about this session and you will take participate next time. So good night to all of you. Have a sweet dream. Thank you so much. Bye bye.